Dear Diary, today I killed Santa Claus. He was trying to deliver a late birthday present to all my subscribers. Oh, even though Santa's not about birthdays. So I knew he was an imposter. I killed him. I killed him with a penknife. Stabbed him right in the neck, watched him die. He wanted me to read a new chapter of It's My Life. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all.
Fucking goddamn fucking. It's My Life. Chapter 5. Shell's Booty Quake Remix. GLaDOS was making me do tests again with lots of traps and turrets. Because she was an emo goth now, all the walls were black and red. And there was an Avril Lavigne and My Chemical Romance music playing, which made it hard for me to do the tests. And GLaDOS was crying and cutting herself on the big screen computer. Wheatley, whose name was right this time, was back on his rally and had to clean up all the robot blood from GLaDOS cutting herself, and it was all messy and sticky like the repulsive gel, and also semen. I pressed a button that made the test done, and got ready for the next one, when a rumbling happened all of a sudden. A thing fell out of seeing. It was, and it was, my companion cube. I ran so fast to the cube and gave it a huge hug, and cried some, because I was so happy. At least GLaDOS had given me one thing to be happy with. Then the prototype portal gun came out from a wall hole and made a new portal to Android Hell.
You must drop the cube in Android Hell now, Marissa, or I'll put necrotoxin in the room.
GLaDOS said. I couldn't kill my companion cube. He was my best friend besides Wheatley and Shell. Then I remembered Gabe Johnson was supposed to be here, and he was my dad, so maybe he was working to stop GLaDOS, which gave me a renewed strength to do more tests, but I had to find a way to not hurt my cube. If only I had the powers to solve the test without hurting my companion boob. I thought,
Hurry, Marissa, the necrotoxin is almost ready.
GLaDOS angered when I realized one of my powers is necrotoxin immunity.
Go ahead and toxin me, Glads.
I bolted to the dumb emo goth computer woman.
Just savage, warn you.
GLaDOS started pumping all the room with icky green farts that smelled real bad but didn't hurt me because I was immune. I pissed up the companion cube and went through the door and saw something bad. Shell was shaking her butt all jiggly again and danced crazy, and Wheatley was watching. She sung, and I realized that Shell had a relapse of brain damage. Yeah, Shell, booty rocket! Wheatley cheered because he didn't know I was watching.
With how cold you!
I screamed, and Wheatley said,
Oh, bloody wanker!
And ran off of his rail. Shell was still retorted, but I GLaDOS taked my magnum pistol, so I couldn't fix her. I sat down and started crying. How cold Wheatley betrayed me when I was pregnant with his robot ball human baby and we loved each other. Also, I needed to fix Shell so she would stop doing dance crazy with Shake Butt, but not even my powers could fix brain damage.
There is only one cure for brain damage.
GLaDOS yelled out loud with no indoor voice.
It is the zombie traders.
Now it all made sense. When Shell was zombie, she was act normal, so to save Shell, I needed to make her zombie again. This was bad news. I had to pick between retorted normal Shell or smart zombie Shell, and even Source Wheatley was cheating on me. I walked off, leaving Shell to dance crazy, and found the zombie taters. I picked one up and started to cry.
Why is everything going bad and wrong and Wheatley abandoned me for my tarded sister?
Cry came out of all my eyes and all went everywhere. I didn't know it at the time, but it was part of GLaDOS' plan. She was turning me into a goth emo. Meanwhile, Wheatley was rolling on his rail with tears in eye because he was sad for betraying me.
Why did I bloody have to betray Marissa, my one true love? I am a sodding wonker.
He didn't mean to betray me, but he secretly had a love triangle between me and Shell. But he thought it ended, but guess not.
I have to apologize to Marissa and make things better again.
Wheatley speeded on his rail back to me. When something grabbed him, it was Atlas and Peabody. Hey, B asterisk, 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 want to smoke some drugs? Peabody said, and gave Wheatley a drugs. No! Wheatley answered, because drugs are bad, he knew from me. How about drink some beer then? Asked Atlas. Wheatley didn't want to, but the peer pressure was strong, and he was real sad after all. To be continued! Will Marissa and Wheatley get back together? Will GLaDOS' evil plan be stopped? Where is Gabe Johnson? Find out next time on It's My Life! Which is kind of right now, because It's My Life, Chapter 6. The Big Adventure of Wheatley. I was so upset. Oh, nope, this is Wheatley's voice. I was so upset with myself because I betrayed Marissa, and it was a bloody sootin' wanker. I didn't mean to, but I saw Shell be quaking and was overcome. Back when we first met, I licked her and she liked me, but things didn't bloody work out. She was less hot and pretty than Marissa and didn't catch me on morale. So I saw her booty quaking, remembered that we was dating and got all lovey. Her bum, and that's pretty for butt, lol, was all jiggly wiggly, and it was like when I was in charge of the whole place and we tested. Then I turned that bloody bugger and she dumped me.
Oh yeah, Shell, shack that booty. I screamed out loud to Shell, but I didn't realize someone else was watching. Marissa! Wheatley, how could you? One. Oh, bloody hell, sod. She saw me with Shell. God save the Queen. Oh, bloody wanker. I yelled again and ran away faster than ever before on my rail. I couldn't let Marissa see me cheating anymore. I was real sad. Soon, I was in a place I didn't see before. There were drifts everywhere, and beer and Playboy magazines. It was where Atlas and Peabody lived. I looked around somewhere and a thing grabbed me. Hey, asterisk, want to smoke some drugs? Peabody said and gave me the drugs. No, I answered because drugs are bad. I knew from Marissa. How about drink some beer then? Asked Atlas. I didn't bloody want to, but the peer pressure was strong and I was real sad after all. So I said, okay, fine, you sodding wonks. So they gave me a beer and drugs and I started to smoke them up. They felt real good like the testing, so I was happy and got high. I started telling my story to Atlas and Peabody, and they heard me tell it. Then she bloody dumped just because I was enjoying the floor show with Shell and Booty. Atlas and Peabody patted me on the bull back and said, Oh, sweetly, we understand your problems. That's why Marissa's a B asterisk. I should have listened to them, but I didn't. But I did anyway, and got angry like I was on steroids or something. You should get revenge on her and show her who's boss. Peabody agreed while drinking more beer. You're right, guys. We need to teach that B asterisk a lesson. I angered because the drugs and beer was making me confused. I was such a bugger bloke, but I felt so high I had to. Let's go find her and teach Marissa her lesson. Altus yelled and Peabody said, Yeah. And we charged looking for Marissa. We found her in a test room and I was shocked. She was wearing a black jumpsuit and cutting herself while listening to Avril Lavigne music. Marissa had become a goth emo. To be continued. Sorry this chapter is short, but I don't like writing this weekly. The next part will be longer and Marissa will stop being a dumb goth emo. Also, Gabe Johnson will come back and eat some big spies. Find out. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things.